Hello YouTube, this is Sim Basketball. We're bringing NBA 2K13 My Career commentary, and there's going to be a doubleheader in this game as the 9 and 10 Hornets look to take advantage of these two games and crawl over 500. As you can see, Magic got a rookie named Lawrence Edwin in the starting lineup. He's actually a pretty good rookie, and he's the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year, but he's not having a rookie season like Benjamin Smokovich. So as you can see, to start off the game, Davis is finding me because my teammates can't create offense on their own. Maybe Gordon can, but I find Anderson underneath the basket. So a good start. We have a 6-point lead, but dumb turnover right there leads to a Nick Young run out, finds Jameer Nelson for the layup. So it's a pretty bad mistake by me, but the good news is that was my only turnover of the game. And I'm getting absolutely mashed on by Maurice Harkless. You know, I'm not the perfect player. I have some down moments, and that was certainly one right there. So, not a good dunk, but let me go on a tangent a little bit. Let's talk about the Clippers. So, Chris Paul signed a 5-year, $107 million extension, or at least verbally committed to it. Then they go out and say, you know what? We got our point guard of the future. Let a young, talented player like Eric Bledsoe go, but let's try to get something for him. So they trade him in a 3-team deal to the Suns, who in return give up Jared Dudley. They also get Caron Butler in this deal, which I think is a throw-in because of the contract. But you never know. Caron Butler, I think, is still a decent player. The Clippers obviously think they don't need him as they push for a title. And then in another move, or actually the same trade, sign and trade with J.J. Redick. Looks like a 4-year, $28 million extension. Then he'll go and play for the Clippers as long as Jared Dudley is thrown in this deal. Now the Bucks get 2 second-round picks, and I think the Bucks are getting screwed in this trade because they gave up a promising player in Tobias Harris, and Doron Lamb's a pretty promising player. So it's not looking too good for them considering the output is 2 second-round picks. But you know, they're the Milwaukee Bucks. They're a small market team, and it takes a lot for them to improve. Heck, they might even retain their own free agents of Monte Ellis and Brandon Jennings. So, third quarter now, we are down by 6, 57-51, after 3 consecutive missed opportunities by the Magic. I get a pull-up jumper on the fast break, cherry picking as always, and then I'm using this screen to cut off, roll to the rim, and get the and one. You saw the Magic lead ballooned a little bit, which is sad because this team's like 4-13, and we should be obliterating them. So I need this and one to put us back in the game. Now let's talk about some more free agency. The Houston Rockets are the front runners to sign Dwight Howard. Basically, James Harden brings the offense, Dwight Howard brings the defense, and that will be that. But now those signings of Omer Sheik and Jeremy Lin are really hurting them. Not to the fact, nice buzzer beater right there. Almost said butter beater, but basically, Jeremy Lin, Omer Ashik, they're really good players. Ashik is a borderline starter, backup. I mean, you could say the same thing for Lin, but that $15 million extension, or at least contract explosion in their third year, is really going to hurt them. So by signing Dwight, we'll see what happens there. Thomas Robinson's going again, and Aaron Brooks and Carlos Delfino are moved for cap space reasons. So the Rockets are obviously targeting Dwight, and they really want him. They think they have a really good chance to get him, which they do. But you never know with Dwight. So man, time flies, especially when you try to put 2 games in one video. I get the and one right there, put us up 99-98, and by hitting this free throw, as I always do, the rumor goes is that if you get to 100 first, you win. And it's looking like the case here with Aaron Aflalo blown layup. I get the foul, I go to the line. So basically, this is going to be all she wrote for this game. We win as I knock down these 2 free throws. We beat a pretty mediocre team, but I'll take the win. We get to 500, and I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to get past the second season before 2K14 comes out. So I'm going to really push and really take each game like seriously so that I can put myself in the best place to win a championship. It's kind of like one of those older players that want to close out with a title. So anyways, I'm talking to this rookie telling him to iron out through the bad years because I had a pretty bad rookie year myself in terms of win-loss record, but hey, we're both Rookie of the Years, or it looks like it's going to be. Anyways, the final score was 105 to 102. Solid performance. I had a triple-double, and like I said, I only had 1 turnover, which is an improvement for me. Turnovers should be at around 2, especially for a small forward, because they're not supposed to be the primary ball handler. But heck, if you get 10 assists, I guess you're entitled to a little bit more. So nice performance according to 2K. Now let's go look at some individual statistics really quick. Aaron Aflalo, 22 points. Not sure how long he's going to stay with Orlando. Richard Jefferson, 18. Hito Turkoglu for Richard Jefferson trade. Al Harrington and Glenn Davis over 10 points. And Lance Edwin had 14 rebounds. I had 42 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover. Gordon had 17 points. And Bledsoe had 11 points and 6 assists, no turnovers. Ian Mahinmi perfect from the field with 9 points. So that's good efficiency to see. Balance in terms of team statistics, but we got the win. That's all that matters. And I'll start the next game after this press conference.
Really impressive game from you tonight. It seemed like you could do no wrong. What are your thoughts on the game and how you played?
Things just seem to be clicking for me tonight. You know, sometimes you get into a groove and everything else just falls into place. I thought the team played really well overall, too. It wasn't just me, man. When we're all on the same page, it makes such a huge difference. And most importantly, we won the game. But we expect to win when we play the way we know we're capable of.
Alright, so in Game 2 of this doubleheader, we are going against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are 8-13. And they're actually a pretty good team. Chase Budinger is overrated. Brandon Roy still has his knees put together. Derek Williams jumped up a whole lot of points. So did Ricky Rubio. And Love is still a beast. But I have no idea why they're doing bad. But nice take right here to the basket for 2. And before, I'm just going to get this out of the way. Chase Budinger killed me. I know it's embarrassing. But hey, he played a really good game. Shot some threes. Attacked the basket. Used that deceptive athleticism. But nice transition 3 there. Close out the first quarter. But this brings me to another topic, which is about 2K potential ratings. And I know I kind of abuse them, especially with the Cleveland Cavaliers, because they're a whole bunch of rookies. But 2K potential ratings turn out that after like 3 seasons, everyone is like a 90 overall. And the margin from the top team to, let's say, the 20th team is really small, and I do not like that whatsoever. And look at me falling asleep on defense as Chase Budinger monster mashes in the paint. Nice dunk right there. Had a pretty weak showing at the dunk contest a couple years ago, but hey, he's still a pretty good dunker, at least in terms of 2K. And Derek Williams is one of the guys I think is just not that good, and 2K just rewards him. Another guy I think is Evan Turner. I don't think he should be getting to 93, 92 overall at some point. That's one of those guys right there. And in a lot of people's draft classes, everyone pans out. That was kind of the goal of the draft class I created for 2013, is that not everyone's going to pan out. And it's a weak draft class. So I don't know why people reward a lot of players and have high potential ratings. But anyways, enough of me complaining. I'm hitting this shot with 0.9 seconds to go, and that's going to bring the lead down to 4 points. So we are hanging in with a talented Timberwolves squad who just recently added Shabazz Muhammad, who decided to say that no one wore number 0. And heck, I got a teammate that wears number 0. His name's Al-Farouq Aminu. But there are a lot more talented people. Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook. Why am I blanking out? I sound like Shabazz. But anyways, I don't know what's up with his head. But look at that nice alley-oop, which is an interesting sequence of plays. I think I turned it over. Then Derek Williams screwed up on the alley-oop, and now I'm getting this alley-oop right here of my own. And I got pretty high on that hoop, which is pretty good for an unathletic white guy. Now here's Chase Budinger. Enough of this, Chase. Get that out of here. But I swat it right to Brandon Roy. And this is why shot blocking can be a little bit overrated. Now, of course, if someone has the reputation of a good shot blocker, they can be kind of intimidating when a player drives to the hoop. So I guess shot blocking is not as overrated, but I still think it is. Nice bounce pass here to Anthony Davis for the dunk, who I think should really look to have a good second season, especially with Drew Holiday running the point. Vasquez had a good season, and he may not accept the bench role, but Drew Holiday is an all-star, and he's deservedly so. So to close out the third quarter, I can get this cheesy up and under to go, and I'm on fire, but that's not going to hold out between the two quarters for some reason. And anyway, at the end of 3, the score is 92-91 Timberwolves. Again, the scoring in 2K is ridiculous. I like playing on 12-minute quarters because I like the game, but I hate it when the score gets this high. So here comes Chase, and this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Semi-good defense, but Chase is apparently that great shot creator. I'm going to show him what shot creator I am with that tough and one left-hand hook after the hop step in the paint, and I have officially taken over the game. So at 46 points, I have an opportunity to do something I haven't done in my career, and that's score over 50 points. So for me, that would be a big feat, and I do so as I now have 51, but look at that, 7 turnovers. Turnovers are a huge problem. Here's our closer, Eric Gordon, tough leading layup, and he gets it to go and bring us within 1. So Chase is going to pass it in to Brandon Roy. We're going to intentionally foul, and he's going to go to the line. Fast forward through these 2 free throws, which he hit both. And I really feel bad about Brandon Roy because I thought he had a great career until his knees gave out. But nice take by Eric Gordon. And Eric Bledsoe forgets to put his thinking cap on and forgets to foul him. And then for some reason my select button doesn't work. So a lot of time wasted. Rubio goes to the line. The fans are actually shouting MVP if you can hear it around the commentary. I guess Rubio's having that season. He's another guy that may be a little bit overrated because of his passing. I think his defense and shooting is overrated in this game. But I'm going to call for it. I'm going to say this is my ball. And I get it off too late. I had a late release too, so if I released it earlier, I may have been able to still put it down and get it to go. No replay. It was completely late, I know. So one good clutch performance against a really horrible team in the Orlando Magic, and a not so clutch performance against the Timberwolves. But I had an even better game. I got 617 VC, my highest yet alone just by this game, and I lost this game too. But Love 23 points, Chase 23 points, both good 3-point shooters. Roy had 18, Rubio 13 and 9. I had 51 points, Gordon had 27 points, and that's pretty much it for our team. 1A and 1B as I like to call it. So this is the Sim Basketball Operator. More My Career videos on the way. Leave your free agency thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.
It's got to be a great feeling setting the team record for points tonight. How does it feel to achieve such an accomplishment?
It's something to be proud of for sure. To be up there at the top of the list of some pretty impressive players that have been here before me is a great honor. I never really thought of myself as being in that class. Now I just hope I can stay hot and turn that into some wins for this team.